Willem-Alexander is the king of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, consisting of the countries of the Netherlands, Curaçao, Aruba, and Sint Maarten. He is head of the Dutch royal house and the House of Amsberg. Willem-Alexander was born in Utrecht and is the eldest child of Princess Beatrix and German diplomat Claus von Amsberg. He became Prince of Orange and heir apparent to the throne of the Netherlands on April 30, 1980, when his mother became Queen Regnant, and he ascended the throne on April 30, 2013 when his mother abdicated. He went to public primary and secondary schools, served in the Royal Netherlands Navy, and studied history at Leiden University. He married Maarzima Zorika Yatasarati in 2002 and they have 3 daughters, Katharina Amalia, Princess of Orange, Princess Alexia, and Princess Ariane. Willem-Alexander is interested in sports and international water management issues. Until his accession to the throne, he was a member of the International Olympic Committee, chairman of the Advisory Committee on Water to the Dutch Minister of Infrastructure and the Environment, and chairman of the Secretary-General of the United Nations Advisory Board on Water and Sanitation. At the age of 47, he is currently the second youngest monarch in Europe after Felipe VI. Early life and education. Willem-Alexander Claus George Ferdinand was born on April 27, 1967 in the University Medical Center in Utrecht, Netherlands. He was the first child of Princess Beatrix and Prince Claus, and the first grandchild of Queen Juliana and Prince Bernhard. He was the first male Dutch royal baby since the birth of Prince Alexander in 1851, and the first immediate male heir since Alexander's death in 1884. From birth, Willem-Alexander has held the titles Prince of the Netherlands, Prince of Orange-Nassau, and Jonkheer of Amsberg. He was baptized as a member of the Dutch Reformed Church on September 2, 1967 in St. Jacob's Church in The Hague. His godparents are Prince Bernhard of Lippe-Biersterfeld, Prince Ferdinand von Bismarck, former Prime Minister Jelle Zylstra, and Queen Margrethe II of Denmark. He had 2 younger brothers, Prince Friso of Orange-Nassau and Prince Constantijn of the Netherlands, born in 1969. He lived with his family at the Castle Drakenstein in the hamlet Laagveld near Baan from his birth until 1981, when they moved to the larger Palace Huis ten Bosch in The Hague. His mother Beatrix became Queen of the Netherlands in 1980, after his grandmother Juliana abdicated. He then received the title of Prince of Orange as heir apparent to the throne of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Willem-Alexander attended Nieuwe Baans Elementary School in Baan from 1973 to 1979. He went to 3 different high schools, the Baans Lyceum in Baan from 1979 to 1981, the Eerste Verzinnik Christelijke Lyceum in The Hague from 1981 to 1983, and the United World College of the Atlantic in Wales near Llantwit Major, where the prince had friends, and from which he received his international baccalaureate. After his military service from 1985 to 1987, Willem-Alexander studied history at Leiden University from 1987 onwards and received his MA degree in 1993. His final thesis was on the Dutch response to France's decision under President Charles de Gaulle to leave NATO's integrated command structure. Willem-Alexander speaks English, Spanish and German in addition to his native Dutch. Military training and career. Between high school and his academic studies, Willem-Alexander performed military service in the Royal Netherlands Navy from August 1985 until January 1987. He received his training at the Royal Netherlands Naval College and the frigates HNLMS Trump and HNLMS Abraham Krijgsson, where he was an ensign. In 1988 he received additional training at the ship HNLMS Van Kinsbergen and became a lieutenant. As a reservist for the Royal Netherlands Navy, Willem-Alexander was promoted to lieutenant commander in 1995, commander in 1997, captain at sea in 2001, and commodore in 2005. As a reservist for the Royal Netherlands Army, he was made a major in 1995, and was promoted to lieutenant colonel in 1997, colonel in 2001, and brigadier general in 2005. As a reservist for the Royal Netherlands Air Force, he was made squadron leader in 1995 and promoted to air commodore in 2005. As a reservist for the Royal Marechaussee, he was made brigadier general in 2005. Before his investiture as king, Willem-Alexander was honorably discharged from the armed forces. The government declared that the head of state cannot be a serving member of the armed forces, since the government itself holds supreme command over the armed forces. As king, Willem-Alexander may choose to wear a military uniform with royal insignia, but not with his former rank insignia. Royal duties and social interests. Since 1985, when he became 18 years old, Willem-Alexander has been a member of the Council of State of the Netherlands. This is the highest council of the Dutch government and is chaired by the head of state. He attended its weekly meetings as often as possible. King Willem-Alexander is interested in water management and sports issues. He was an honorary member of the World Commission on Water for the 21st Century and patron of the Global Water Partnership, a body established by the World Bank, the UN, and the Swedish Ministry of Development. He was appointed as the chairperson of the United Nations Secretary-General's Advisory Board on Water and Sanitation on December 12, 2006. On October 10, 2010, Willem-Alexander and Mars Zijma went to the Netherlands Antilles capital, ʻʋɪlɛm, to attend and represent his mother, the Queen, at the Antillean dissolution ceremony. He was a patron of the Dutch Olympic Games Committee until 1998 when he was made a member of the International Olympic Committee. After becoming king, he relinquished his membership and received the Gold Olympic Order at the 125th IOC session. To celebrate the 100th anniversary of the 1928 Summer Olympics held in Amsterdam, he has expressed support to bid for the 2028 Summer Olympics. He was a member of the Supervisory Board of De Nederlandsche Bank, a member of the Advisory Council of ECP, patron of Veterans Day and held several other patronages and posts. Reign. On January 28, 2013, Queen Beatrix announced that she planned to abdicate in favor of Willem-Alexander. The official program for the abdication and investiture took place on April 30, 2013. The Queen signed the instrument of abdication at the Royal Palace, Amsterdam. After the abdication, Willem-Alexander was inaugurated as king on April 30, 2013. The abdication was signed at 10:07 a.m. at the Moesissel at the Royal Palace of Amsterdam. The royal inauguration, together with the United Assembly of the States General, took place at 2:30 p.m. at the Nieuwe Kerk. As king, Willem-Alexander has weekly meetings with the Prime Minister and speaks regularly with ministers and state secretaries. He also signs all new acts of parliament and royal decrees. He represents the kingdom at home and abroad. At the state opening of parliament, he delivers the speech for the throne, which announces the plans of the government for the parliamentary year. The constitution requires that the king appoint, dismiss and swear in all government ministers and state secretaries. Willem-Alexander is also the president of the Council of State, which is a historical role. The monarch seldom chairs meetings of the Council of State. Since his accession at age 46, he is Europe's second youngest monarch after Spain's sovereign King Felipe VI. He is also the first male monarch of the Netherlands since the death of his great-great-grandfather King William III in 1890. Willem-Alexander is one of the world's 4 new monarchs to take the throne in 2013 along with Pope Francis of the Vatican, Emir Tamim bin Hamad of Qatar, and King Philippe of Belgium. Leisure activities. He is an aircraft pilot and sportsman. In 1989, Willem-Alexander flew as a volunteer for the African Medical Research and Education Foundation in Kenya, and in 1991 he spent a month flying for the Kenya Wildlife Service. To make sure he flies enough hours each year to retain his license, he occasionally flies KLM's Cityhoppers Fokker 70s or the Dutch Royal Airplane. Using the name W.A. van Buren, one of the least-known titles of the House of Orange-Nassau, he participated in the 1986 Frisian Elfstedentocht, a 200 km-long ice skating tour. He ran the New York City Marathon under the same pseudonym in 1992. Marriage and children. On February 2, 2002, he married Mars Zijma Zorigayatasaridhi at the Nieuwe Kerk in Amsterdam. Mars Zijma is an Argentine woman of Basque, Portuguese and Italian ancestry, who prior to their marriage worked as an investment banker in New York City. The marriage triggered significant controversy due to the role a bride's father, Jorge Zorrilla, had in the Argentinian military dictatorship. The couple has 3 daughters, Her Royal Highness the Princess of Orange, Her Royal Highness Princess Alexia Juliana Marcela Laurentian of the Netherlands, Her Royal Highness Princess Ariane Wilhelmina Márzima eine Copyright S of the Netherlands. Privacy and the press. In an attempt to strike a balance between privacy for the royal family and availability to the press, the Netherlands Government Information Service instituted a media code on June 21, 2005 which essentially states that photographs of the members of the royal house while performing their duties are always permitted. For other occasions, the RVD will arrange a photo op on condition that the press leave the family alone for the rest of the activity. During a ski vacation in Argentina, several photographs were taken of the prince and his family during the private part of their holiday, including one by Associated Press staff photographer Natasha Pisarenko, in spite of the media code, and after a photo opportunity had been provided earlier. The Associated Press decided to publish some of the photos, which were subsequently republished by several Dutch media. Willem-Alexander and the RVD jointly filed suit against the Associated Press on August 5, 2009, and the trial started on August 14 at the District Court in Amsterdam. On August 28, the District Court ruled in favor of the Prince and RVD, citing that the royal couple has a right to privacy. That the pictures in question add nothing to any public debate. And that they are not of any particular value to society since they are not photographs of the royals at work. Associated Press was sentenced to stop further publication of the photographs, on pain of AA 1,000 fine per violation with AA 50,000 maximum. Properties. The royal family currently lives in Villa Eikenest on the De Horsen estate in Wassenaar. After the move of Princess Beatrix to Castle Drakenstein and a renovation, Willem-Alexander and his family will move to Palace Huis ten Bosch in The Hague. On July 10, 2008, the then Prince of Orange and Princess Maxima announced that they had invested in a development project on the Mozambican peninsula of Macangelo. The development project was aimed at building an ecologically responsible vacation resort, including a hotel and several luxury vacation houses for investors. The project was to invest heavily in the local economy of the peninsula with an eye both towards responsible sustainability and maintaining a local staff. After contacting Mozambican President Armando Guebuza to verify that the Mozambican government had no objections, the couple decided to invest in 2 villas. In 2009, controversy erupted in Parliament and the press about the project and the prince's involvement. Politician Alexander Petold questioned the morality of building such a resort in a poor country like Mozambique. After public and parliamentary controversy, the royal couple announced that they decided to sell the property in Macangelo once their house was completed. In January 2012, it was confirmed that the villa had been sold. The Dutch king has a villa in Crandi, Greece. His neighbour is good friend and actor Sean Connery, with whom he shares a helicopter platform. Titles, styles, honours and arms, titles and styles, April 27, 1967 April 30, 1980, His Royal Highness Prince Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands, April 30, 1980 April 30, 2013, His Royal Highness the Prince of Orange, April 30, 2013 present. His Majesty the King, Willem-Alexander's full style from birth until his mother's accession was, His Royal Highness Prince Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands, Prince of Orange Nassau, Jonkheer van Amsberg. On his mother's accession, it became, His Royal Highness the Prince of Orange, Prince of the Netherlands, Prince of Orange Nassau, Jonkheer van Amsberg. Following his accession, Willem-Alexander's official title, as appearing in preambles, is Willem-Alexander, by the grace of God, King of the Netherlands, Prince of Orange Nassau, etc. 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 He was the first male heir apparent to the Dutch throne since Prince Alexander, son of King William III, who died in 1884. Prince Willem-Alexander had earlier indicated that when he would become king, he would take the name William IV, but it was announced on January 28, 2013 that his regnal name would be Willem-Alexander. Military ranks. Royal Netherlands Navy Euro conscription, Ensign Lieutenant Royal Netherlands Navy Euro Reserve, Lieutenant, Lieutenant Commander, Commander, Captain at Sea, Commodore, Royal Netherlands Air Force Reserve, Squadron Leader, Air Commodore, Royal Netherlands Army Reserve, Major, Grenadiers and Rifles Guard Regiment, Lieutenant Colonel, Colonel, Brigadier General Royal Maréchaussee Reserve, Brigadier General Honours. See also List of honours of the Dutch royal family by country, Dutch orders and decorations. In his capacity as the sovereign, Willem-Alexander is Grand Master of the Military Order of William and the other Dutch Orders of Merit. Grand Master of the Military William Order, Grand Master and Knight Grand Cross of the Order of the Netherlands Lion, Grand Master of the Order of Orange Nassau, Co-Grand Master and Knight of the Order of the Gold Lion of the House of Nassau, Grand Cross of the Order of the House of Orange, Officers' Cross for Long Service, with numeral XXV. Queen Beatrix Investiture Medal, Royal Wedding Medal 2002, King Willem-Alexander Investiture Medal, Knight of the Order of St. John in the Netherlands, Cross Elfstedentocht, Foreign Orders, Honorary Appointment, Aide-de-camp to Her Majesty the Queen. Arms. Ancestry. Through his father, a member of the House of Amsberg, he is descended from families of the Lower German nobility, and through his mother, from several royal German-Dutch families such as the House of Lippe, Mecklenburg-Schwerin, the House of Orange-Nassau, Waldeck and Beaumont, and the House of Hohenzollern. He is descended from the first King of the Netherlands, William I of the Netherlands, who was also a ruler in Luxembourg and several German states, and all subsequent Dutch monarchs. By his mother, Willem-Alexander also descended from Paul I of Russia and thus from German Princess Catherine the Great. Through his father, he is also descended from several Dutch Flemish families who left the Low Countries during Spanish rule, such as the Berenbergs. His paternal great-great-grandfather Gabriel von Amsberg, a major general of Mecklenburg, was recognized as noble as late as 1891, the family having adopted the von in 1795. King Willem-Alexander is a multiple descendant of Anne, Princess Royal and Princess of Orange, eldest daughter of British King George II. However, under the British Act of Settlement, King Willem-Alexander forfeited his succession rights to the throne of the United Kingdom, because he married a Roman Catholic. References. External links: His Majesty King Willem-Alexander, biography on the official website of the Dutch Royal House.